Okay, I'm back, and as I was saying in part one, the boss battles from Lionheart on are fought in RTS style, meaning you have a basic tiebreak. Anyway, back to what I was saying. When you fight the first battle, you don't have very many units at all. You have your foot soldiers, your heavy foot soldiers, and basically foot soldiers, heavy foot soldiers, and I guess what you would call like tanks, artillery, or something akin to that. It's easy. Once you fight, you go around, you destroy the enemy spawn points, then you just rush the stage, as it's called. That's what your bases are called. They're called stages. Like literally, it's like a concert stage. It just pops up out of the ground, and that's your base. You summon enemies, whatever, or summon allies, and do your thing. So after you fight Lionheart, you get a cutscene. He dies. And you have to escape his base, his home, I guess you would call it. And that it's another car scene. We drive the car through the rubble, and you're being chased by a demon, I believe. Like, it's been a while since I played the game, actually. I played that part of it. Anyway. What was I? Oh yeah, you escape from Lionheart's castle in the Druid Plow, and progress to the next area of the game. Now, after you escape, despite meeting Ophelia, and like I said, he has a love for her, you leave her behind in a point in the game, and she just abandons you. Despite the fact that she loves Eddie and that he loves her, she abandons him and goes to the next area of the game, which is darker. It's more akin to, say, like black or goth metal. I'll get into the metal portion later on. And so you progress through the whole thing. You repeat the same thing over and over and over again, basically. Not exactly, but you have your main area of the game. You explore, do story missions, do side missions, upgrade your car, upgrade your weapons, upgrade everything. Pardon me a second. And do everything like that. And the next boss battle you get into is a fight with Ophelia herself. She is transformed into the leader of they're called the Drowned Doom. Like I said, they're more akin to like goth metal or black metal. So that's the second boss battle in the game. Again, RTS style. This one's harder because you can't go straight to the boss. You can't go straight to the boss's stage because it's in a canyon, and in the center of the canyon there's a big, huge ass rock. So you have to go around either side, or split your forces and go around both. Take out the enemy spawn points, then come back around and hit them hard. I mean, you have to hit this one hard and fast because those enemies will come. They reserve their strongest enemies for the base defense usually, and some of you are just a pain in the ass to go. Some have shields, and you don't, so that makes it equally as annoying. So you defeat Ophelia, and then you go to the final. There's 3 stages in the game. Technically, there's 3 stages in the game, and the last one is like, I would say it's akin to just in-your-face metal. It's in like a hellish type of area, in a cave. It's cool. And the final boss and the final there's no real missions in this part of the game. Basically, what you're doing is you're progressing to the very end where you get ready to fight the final 3 battles of the game, and you require one more unit. That's probably one of my favorites. They're called the Roadies. They carry speakers on their back, like this tower of speakers. It's probably 20, 30 feet high on their back, and they're invisible, which actually comes in very handy because you can jump on top of these and get through like defense, like laser gates or laser beam or sentry guards, that type of thing. Get behind them and use a sound blast to destroy them. So after you go through this maze of traps, you get to the final boss area. And you fight You fight like 3 battles technically in this area, so you're gonna see this area a lot. You're gonna see this a lot towards the last part of the game. And before you fight the final 2 boss battles, you get in this big ass tank that I forget his name. I forget some of the characters' names. But he's a tech head. He builds all types of cool shit. He built this awesome ass tank that he used to destroy this generator. That's I forget what it's doing exactly. I'm sorry I'm not more clear. It's been on since I played the game, honestly. You know, I love it. I just usually go in there and fuck around and listen to music. Be perfectly honest, but I do like the game. Anyway, after you start a generator, you begin the final, what I'll call the bosses sequence. They're both, one's a straight on boss battle, one's an RTS battle. The last battle is a pain. I had to fight it 3 times to actually beat it. And then once you beat it, you have the cutscene, you have the ending, and everything's all hunky dory. I'm going to end this video here. I will be back to talk about the cast, the music, the drawbacks, or pretty much just the cast and music. See you in part 3.